Hey, everyone! Welcome to the lair. It's snowing! It's snowing! It's snowing in the lair. This is so cool. The new particle system on Frame is awesome. And Gabe over there, he sent everyone a link to the code to do this perfect snow that I'm sure he created in the particles. Like you can kind of manipulate them and make them really cool looking. So yeah, it's snowing in the lair. So I wanted to go over. I'm gonna close this. We're gonna go back to the wall. Okay. So I'm getting a little anxious here. I just sent some updates from yesterday and was hoping the Bitcoin or the blockchain, really, this is Bitcoin where he's, I believe, handing over the power. But where the power went, it was cool because it's looking like this is, he's basically handing over the next block, the next transition. And the clouds, though, I don't know if it's turning into more than a dream, more like a dream, or maybe it's all linking together. I didn't know, and I still don't. We've got a lot of freedom birds flying around and some balloons that are starting to appear, so those are happy things. But what it's looking like, it's going off into the distance here, rather than up this wave. This wave right here, and if you're just seeing this for the first time, these pieces get very detailed. I take them in one at a time and work on them, and I was just doing one at a time, or well, two at a time. I work on about 4 during the month, but I finish 2 at a time, and what that looks like is this. So just a quick little update. This is where we are right now. What I'm working on. This is pretty much the present, the next few months, and then this is out beyond it. And I never, for chapters 1 and 2, I never really looked out into the future. I just thought this thing was, kind of documenting what's going on in our present, with everything from climate change to the tidal wave of technology. Which actually I can show you better this way. This is all 4 chapters. They'll fold into this. This is the size of the cube. So chapter 1 really talked about the climate and our realization of it. Really, that's when the climate got into the mainstream, all the way up through when we went to COP21. And this is going to look really grainy because it's tiny. If this file size was as big as it really is, it would crash my computer, which it almost is now with these 2 open. So it's going to look nasty grainy. I can't zoom in as well into chapter 1 and well in this one because it's a lot smaller than this. I can dig in a lot deeper, but this shows 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is 2 and 3. And we're working on 3 for the next 3.5 years. So that's where we are. So that just shows you where we are or how it all works. And it's actually growing with what's happening. Everything from this is where COVID started really taking over our lives, and how it's kind of gone into the rest of what's going on, which is the metaverse. Zuck getting up here and messing with the politics, to rage, to conspiracies, all this kind of stuff, and where we are right now. And you can go look at that one or some other ones. I kind of ramble on about these because it's all over the place. But I wanted to show what is going on, and maybe do some updates on the drawing. And what I do is I'm just working on this one piece right here, and I won't touch the other ones because they are already made. They are created and the story is already there. So what I saw here was a little troubling. So with the Bitcoin or blockchain, we've got this definitely some type of explosion happening down here. And that is showing me that it's basically creating a little bit of freedom here. And I'm thinking that's where this blockchain is starting to come together. Really looks like that. And then it looked like it inside this the blue area, which is representation of this multiverse, this metaverse that's been coming, that I've been telling about since I don't know how many years ago when this started. So we're finally here, and like I said, I've always used this for documentation, but now that I'm reading it, it's helped me in my investing in Bitcoin and Ethereum and all of that, telling me when I can get out and when I shouldn't, and that kind of thing. And here it's just been, it's a little, I'm trying to read this one. I know that we have the regulations coming up, but it looks like the blockchain has actually gotten into this metaverse, this the global brain, which represents the water coming down, and the pink thing is this nasty global brain that we're all being jerked into. So this is this digital reality, and I see blockchain in it. However, while I was looking and drawing it, I noticed down here, I was drawing this little dude, right? So, and this is very rough. I do it with my my mouse. So it's nasty until I put it into my Procreate on that month, and I work on it that month. So I don't know what this one's going to say particular at that time. It's at the end, if you notice this. So this won't happen until the next 2 years. So it's looking like even if blockchain was going mainstream, it's going to take a lot longer. It looks like there's some shit going on here. This jackass he's kind of he's looks like he's trying to take the blockchain away, because we got these other blockheads, and they obviously represent the blockchain and all that, all the Web3 and the cryptocurrencies like you see here. Uh-oh, I'm frozen. All right. So this was a fun one to do. And then this was actually last month, where it showed us how Bitcoin was the king of last year. However, the emperor's clothes are coming off, and it looks like either Ethereum is taken over as the crown of the jewel of the crown, or something else is happening. I don't know, because there's the pink, and it's been growing out of the coins, and it's about to hit into this area, which is the virus. We got your variants right here, and you got these things, where I thought these were maybe the rDNA searching for the viruses, but since we're in the blue, this might be going into the mixing with artificial intelligence, finding the cure, and figuring out how we can stop the virus. So it looks like that is where what that is. It's kind of the AI. It's showing biotech, right? Showing how the biotech's going to change. Is gonna help solve this, hopefully. Oh, see. So as you see, I'm working on that other one. I want to bring that one up like that next time I use it, or next time I work on it. So that's what that's looking like. And now it's mixing into the green, which is the environment. And this could be good or bad too, right? This could be it's working with nature and getting out, or it could be spreading more, or a new virus. Who knows? I don't know that part yet. And the good thing is it is green. We like green. We like green in all of this. We want as much green. That means we're doing well. And right now, guys, there's not much green. So, yeah. But I digress. Where we are here, I want to back to this. This is what's scaring me. This guy right here, like I said, it looks like we're getting into the blockchain's finally going to do something with the Web 3.0 or Web 3. So it looks good. Oh, I don't want to draw that there because I don't want that to look like another person or avatar, because you know what this guy is? This is the big shadow of this little dude. Obviously, that'll be drawn out, but that's what that looks like. And when I thought these blocks were actually growing, I think they got knocked the heck down. And these blocks are over here, my friends. So that's not good. We don't want blocks getting knocked off. We want them being built. So we'll see. And the reason why I have both these open, so if you see this, if you go to the longer view, which is chapter 4, so this is getting into the next chapter. And I didn't even know if I wanted to start doing that, but as I keep reading this, I want to look forward more as much as possible. And you know, it's like reading the weather. The closer we get, the more I can predict what's going on with these, and that's why each piece, each of the vines, I'm able to read them because they're being completed on that month. So that's the difference between creating this whole thing as we go, as I create the other two per month. Just being able to look into the future, and then I grab, I grab this one that I'm working on now. Let's show you on the big screen, or the bigger thing. So this that I'm working on, I haven't really done much with it. Well, I've done a lot with it, but I haven't worked on it as much as this kind of shows. But if you see, if I take this away, boom, let's take it away. Oh, wow. This is running really slow. I hope I don't crash. Put that back. Okay. So there you go. That's how I brought it in, as that image. And then I work on it, and it's starting to create this really wild, surreal entrance using the blocks and these dudes on the they're almost like skyscrapers bending, and this little guy way down there trying to open this door. So I don't know, it's scary. So that's how I brought it into Procreate, and that's how it's starting to form. So that's how that works. Let me get back on the big one. All right. So this is where it's getting worrisome. So I'm working on this one, and that's in the next 2 months. I'm working on 4 at the same time, and that's one of the 4. It's towards the. It's either going to be, what's that? It's either going to be February or March. That one's going to be completed. So these won't even start beginning until, who knows? I just jump all over, and I grab. I have to grab some of the top and middle, and I don't want to get too lopsided. But this, regardless which ones I'm working on, all of these towards the end are towards the end of the 2024, or at the end of this chapter in 2024. So it's looking, like I said, it's looking like finally Web 3 is really kicking in there, but this might just be a reflection, meaning that they're still kicked blockchain out as much as they can. Obviously, it's getting work done in the background. It's always showing there, but with this smaller version going into chapter 4, there is this wave that's coming down. You see right there where the cool thing is there's an egg yolk that this is an egg yolk right here. So that's a good thing. That means a massive innovation and ideas are about to explode right here, and that's the good sign. And there's already these little avatar colors coming up here, which shows these guys messed it up. Blockchain did not come up this wave, and it kind of died right here. I'll show you better. version right here. So this, unfortunately, is in our chapter. This is coming soon. But I saw this moon. I'm like, cool, it's either to the moon. But then I saw this kind of angry mob. They're already, the dark blue is are the avatars that they're already convinced and sucked into this metaverse idea. And they look like they are putting to rest, or trying to put to rest, the blockchain. So it almost looks like these are blockchain. It's probably going to show as tombstones. But I did this yesterday. I started drawing up there, trying to persuade the drawing, and it didn't go. It didn't look right. It didn't go up there, so it didn't feel right. And if it doesn't feel right, it's apparently not right. So I'm hoping. I'm guessing that's the case. It is not going to come up into these almost the ones with the blue heads only. They're almost into, full on digital verse. Basically, all of us that are kind of sleepwalking through life. But now they've gotten in a little bit more of a taste. They're coming out, and then now they're going into this where they're very well versed in all things meta and want to live in there and start creating a world in there. So to be able to do that, you have to have blockchain. So it looks like when they're coming in here, and there is a big yoke right here, there is probably showing that this right here, this spread of new ideas, it's coming out of the yoke, is meeting up with these metaverse peeps. And with that is a good thing. Let me make sure I'm not... Okay. It looks like this is off. I just want to be sure because... Yeah, I think that's way off. Mm-hmm. No, maybe not. Well, regardless, this is for chapter 4 only. So I'm going to make sure I didn't completely chop these guys off. Looks like I kind of did. But this is the thing. I'm not working on 4. As much as I'm working on. Yeah, we do not want to draw on that if we don't have to. All right. I think we're good. Oh, I was on the wrong dang thing. Okay. Now, if we kind of draw this out, I am going to check. I obviously really messed this up. I want to make sure I don't completely screw it up. But yeah, there's the little guys down there. All right. Where were we? We were right about here, where we got our fully immersed meeting with our enlightened, not awakened. But these are definitely a mob of an enlightened group. And every time you see clouds, it's just the connections we have. It's the way we communicate. It's smoke signals. It is literally us communicating and sharing ideas and fears and all that. So that's why the clouds are everywhere. We're basically living them. Okay, so we've got these two meeting together. That is good. I don't see any blockchain that might be up here. This might be forming. I might be forming some blocks. We shall see. But if you notice this red that's coming down here on this right side, let me get back up. It will connect directly with that side. So it'll be a never-ending loop. And that's what's going to happen next when I'm drawing the next one, which is chapter 4, this one right there here by itself, it's going to come from both ends. So it'll come from this side and the other side as we go, as it's happening. So right now it's telling us that a real-time story up until chapter 4. The real-time story comes from both ends, and it's gonna be an epic battle between the climate and blockchain and technology and humans and just about everything. You know, as they've been saying, the countdown to 2030, which this is the countdown. I'll let them steal my name. That's fine. But maybe someday I'll have credit for it. It is the UN. But I don't know. I reached out to the UN. I'm like, hey, I'm doing the countdown to 2030. Been doing it for 8 years. Would love to work together and try to see what we can do. No one calls back. It's a shame. It is a shame to be an artist and try to work with others that are on the battle with you, and you know they are, but I don't know, some of them are. I question why they're doing it, if they even care. I mean, the nations coming together at this last COP21. I'm sorry, COP26 at the last convention. They're basically crying. They've given up. And that's why, as I draw and talk to you, a nice red area is coming down the screen. I don't see this tidal wave overcoming much of this red. But let's hope so. Oh, don't show me more red. I can't stop my hand. It just wants to do it, guys. Oh, you probably can't see it. That was kind of far over. Sorry. I don't know what to expect in this part over here. Like I said, I've just drawn whatever feels right. With my eyes, I can't really see. I just see a bunch of shapes and flow. So if you notice, everything has a flow to it. Even though while I'm drawing it, I'm like, if I'm really having to draw, I have to draw really close up. Oh, this is a nasty one. It's too small. But if I need to, man, that's not good. That's a lot of red coming over here, guys. Lots of red. And you know what? This is probably showing. The last time I saw this much red, white, and blue was way up here. The meltdown of America. So yeah, that's a lot of red, white, and blue, and this is more the psychedelics. Not a lot of red, white, and blue, guys, until we get all down here. Looks like a lot of politics about to happen down here, and it looks like it's not going to end up well either. So we've got to brave the storm. Where was I? We got to brave the storm, guys. We've got to do whatever we can to turn this red, white, and blue of politics into a positive. Now what's cool is, I'll show you the crazy thing. This is obviously going to be an angry mob. I can just feel it. Somewhere like this. And whether we got blocks here. Oh, that would be great if we had blocks here. Or a city light. Or whatever. It will turn into this mob. So there will be a fight. Or this will be we're finally able to come together right here. If we're able to come together after all this shit down here, moving away from politics, this would be a good one. However, I feel it can mean something else. Ooh, dear. Yeah, it could really mean something else. But whatever it is, it looks like it might provide what we need. Because look what's happening. You've got it, the innovation, the wave of innovation coming right here. It's slamming down. It's getting slammed by this new wave of AI, technology, global brain. That's what the blue and the pink and all that is, slamming this this broken egg yolk all the way from up here, down, 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 splashing down. That's when Bitcoin has arisen out of the yolk. It is becoming the blockchain. It looks like it's going to happen. It looks like it's going to have to take some time. You got some people trying to stop it, but it's still alive. This looked like it was going into the metaverse, but it might just be that we are, let me show you right here. It might just be that it's the reflection or the shadow of this guy down here who's still kicked out of doing something really what's necessary for this new Web3 or the new metaverse. But like I said, if you come back over here a little farther, and now we're in chapter 4, if these blocks can enter into this egg yolk, I'm only doing this to test, because if it doesn't feel right, guess what doesn't happen? It's not feeling right. Oh yeah, a little aftermath right there. Yeah, that kind of feels right. All right. We'll see if that might work. But regardless, here's what's going to happen. Another pain in the ass. Probably regulation. This is called the rebuild, the chapter 4. So, regardless what happens there, I see. It diverted right here. Aha! There it goes. It does feel right. So, looks like there's going to be a diversion. And this right here is going to be where we can work together and we start working on using blockchain. That could be very much it. We shall see. But regardless, you are going to have these losers. You got winners and losers, and whether, I don't know if, yeah, it is all like that there. All right. We got melting ice too. So not good. And obviously this is someone who's wishing he's back out of the metaverse. Who knows? But all right. I'm not liking how this is ending, and not because it's red right there, which is so not good, but just how it feels. I do everything from feel, and that just didn't feel right, thankfully, because that wasn't looking good. But there needs to be a powerful bam, and hopefully the bottom chapter, the floor right here, that is, oops, the floor is going to be the opposite. Not really the opposite. The lines are going to be the opposite way, and obviously you're going to start from the different, but it's going to be it's going to work with the top, the chapter 5. So it's going to kind of like, it's not the anti-chapter or what could have been, or it could be. The beautiful thing is that is far off. I might have like at that point an AI copy what I'm doing, or interpret it different and draw it on the bottom while I'm drawing the final chapter. So regardless, it's going to be pretty badass. And this will be, the bottom right here is the end of these chapters. So I don't know what it's going to be, but just how to flow things is all my mind cares about. It just, if it doesn't look right, I just kind of go like that, and then like maybe the next time it'll come to me. But so anyway, it's just the way it flows, and as you see, that is all 4 walls. They will connect side to side and spin forever because it is a cube, and then there'll be a top that connect all of them, and then a bottom. So, all right, I think I'm complete with this, but it really looks like, wow, it really looks like I want to even add more of these boxes, of these blocks coming down this waterfall. And that is not a good sign. It's just not. I don't know. I sold a little bit of my Bitcoin today, and just to make myself feel better, because I want to read this different, but then I'll be more biased if I don't want it to happen. So I sold some Bitcoin, a little bit of Ethereum, and I still have some in both. So my plan was primarily to make sure I've brought in some funds this year, even though it's the 4th. It feels good, and now I'm able to kind of sit back and look what's going on more than hope, and it would affect the way I do my art. So I don't want that to happen. And looks like another big puff right here. Oh, that's where that's coming from. Oh, I think I put that in wrong. I'm gonna have to take a look at how bad I'm off there. Wow, okay. This is a big puff cloud. Might actually even, oops, affect that area right there. So that is going back up. Oh, Lord. Oh, no, it's going both ways. It's going both ways. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Sorry, this is very messy before I start working on it. So all this pixelation will not be there. It will turn into something different. It will turn into, actually, even this, they start getting pixelated on here because I had to make, this has got to be a lot smaller too. So it goes pretty far in with this, but like I said, it's It is, I can tell you, that is at 3% of the size, and then it's cut in a third on top of each main piece. So each piece is over 7 feet tall, and then you can dig into it. So I think that's it for now, guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen. Looks like things are going to look well in the future. We're going to have some hard times, ups and downs right here. I believe this is what's talking right here. It's the climate issues of Bitcoin are going to be revealed and put under the microscope here, because it's actually, for even Bitcoin, I thought it was a lot less severe than everyone's saying, but it seems like it's more. So the next few years is going to be a lot of trying to figure out climate and being able to run these systems. Ethereum and Bitcoin are just it's unsustainable, and that's one big reason why I'm nervous. And I did not know it was it wasn't as much as I thought, and then it got to where I thought quick, and there's not even, I don't know how many, it's a small amount of people that are even really using these systems. So I don't know. We got a lot to figure out, and climate's going to be a big one right here, and it looks like it's going to seep in or go up. Who knows which side this is going? Looks like they're about to be crawling. It is coming from this area after some enlightenment, so the red is coming down and putting some more havoc on our lives. So get ready for that, and then obviously it's going to come from both sides in 2024 to 2027. And I don't like this skull head that's forming over here. Let's hope that does not turn into be a skull head, because that's basically towards the end of chapter 4, going into the last chapter, our final exam. So, oh man, pretty revealing. But all right, enjoyed